Across Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific, this is the week's Adventist News in Focus with David Gibbons.
Thanks for your company. It's nice to be with you. A lecturer from Avondale College, the Adventist Church's tertiary institution in Australia, has received a $10,000 citation for his contribution to student learning. Dr. Daniel Renault's citation from the Australian Learning and Teaching Council was for enthusiastic and creative teaching, especially evidenced through the innovative use of wargaming scenarios that have inspired students to a better understanding of history. Dr. Renault is a senior lecturer in the Faculty of Arts at Avondale College and has done extensive research on the portrayal of Anzacs in the media. Adventist church leaders in the South Pacific are glad to see offerings increase this year despite the tough economic times. According to surveys conducted by the Barna Group, only 6% of American Christians tithe or donate 10% or more of their income to their church.
Despite what people may be thinking is happening in the world, Adventists right across the South Pacific Division are giving more money every week in tithe, which is really helping us support our ministry and mission in all parts of this division.
In the first 6 months of this year, tithe rose by more than 6% in Australia, 12% in New Zealand and a whopping 70% in Papua New Guinea. Tithing is commonly practiced in conservative Protestant denominations who see clear precedents in the Old Testament. A 70-year-old member of the Townsville Adventist Church has sold over $3,000 worth of Christian books and DVDs over the last 8 months. Raymond Brooks has been selling Christian literature at the 4 major shopping malls in the city since January, after health concerns prevented him from selling books door to door.
It's revitalised my life. I was getting a bit stale at 70, thinking that I can't do anything. But now I do this twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week.
Mr. Brooks has also given away more than 500 Christian DVDs, videos, books and Bibles.
Is when you meet people for the first time and within 15 to 20 minutes they ask you to pray for them. Here, while people are walking in and out, there's people at the table and you're praying over this couple. That's a highlight.
An Adventist dietitian's love for food has been recognised by a local Tasmanian newspaper, The Advocate. But while dietitian Dr. Diane Fletcher-Way of Devonport Seventh-day Adventist Church is keen on the variety and quality of food available, she's worried. Fletcher-Way says the biggest problem on the northwest Tasmanian coast is expanding bellies in children. Her research shows that reduced physical activity in school, increased consumption of processed foods, changing parenting styles and the influence of television and the media are the major factors in childhood obesity. And in this week's colour edition of Record, Mackay Queensland church members hold evangelistic meetings on the island of Bega, a community off the coral coast of Fiji's main island, which has had no prior Adventist presence. A new revised and redesigned edition of The Girl Who Talked to the Stars has taken the total print run of the story of Aboriginal Adventist church member Dolly Bonson to 100,000. And talking of 100,000, 100,000 Australian dollars donated by church members at camp meetings has been given to church leaders to help them with the leasing of the land for the new Fulton College campus at Sambeto, Fiji. In the full half hour of In Focus this week, I talk with veteran Australian TV personality Roger Clemson. He has a great story. And Francine Bell asks what you expect of God. Watch it all online too. Well, that's the news for this week. Thanks for your company. I'm David Gibbons.